show from the songbird.tree.com where we get grounded, take flight, and sing. And once again, I feel very, very blessed to be able to have this tea time together with you. So let me show you the tea that I'm actually drinking today. I got this from T2, and I have no idea what it's called. But it's this beautiful herbal blend. So let me just show you, right? It's just such a beautiful blend. Like even when you smell it, right, you get this sort of beautiful mixture of earthiness, as well as there's a few like rose petals and I think some dried apricots or something like that in there. So there's like that sweetness and that aroma from the roses and the apricots, and it's absolutely divine. It's so beautiful. It's a light white tea, and it's just really gorgeous. So hey, I'd love to actually know what you're drinking. So please do comment and let me know. What is your drink of choice? What is your beverage of choice when we have our tea times together? It'd be so cool to know. All right, today I just wanted to share some thoughts about what are you driven by? You know, what actually drives you to do what you do? You know, whether that's as a singer or, you know, in your other parts of your life, you know, what is the thing that drives you, that makes you want to move forward on the things that you decide to move forward on? You know, when it comes to the singing journey, you know, I do find that sometimes we could be driven by the wrong thing. And if we are driven by the wrong thing, it actually really robs us of a lot of joy. So let me sort of give you an example. So say as a singer, right? Maybe you're really driven. You want to become the best singer that you want to be, that you can be. So you practice a lot. You invest all your money and time and energy in lessons and going to seminars and all that kind of thing, which is awesome, by the way. Keep doing that, all right? But I think the question to ask yourself is why? Why am I so motivated to do all of this? You know, because I think the reason for our motivations is really, really important in terms of whether or not we're actually going to enjoy the journey. So, for example, for myself, for so long, and I reckon sometimes it still creeps in, I actually figured out that I used to be driven a lot by fear. So let me just you know, a really practical example. When it comes to my singing journey, you know, like it's easy to want to become a good singer because you fear being rejected. Like you fear someone saying, oh, you're not good enough, you know, you're not a good singer. You know, you fear that. Or, you know, you're just so driven to be a great singer because you want to be better than that other person, whoever that person is. And again, sometimes that is driven by an insecurity, you know, because you don't want to be seen as less than someone else. Maybe it's a fear of not being, not getting the praise or not getting approved of, or not just people not liking you, you know. And you want to be so good so that people can really give you a clap and say, well done, you're amazing, you know, you're the best singer ever or whatever. And so maybe you're doing it because you're actually driven by the fear of, people not liking you. And when we're driven by fear, honestly, it really makes the singing journey just so hard. It makes it, you know, all the joy is basically taken out of it. And that's really, really sad, you know, because singing should be something that brings you and others around you joy. So if we're not driven by fear, then what should we be driven by? Now, should is probably the wrong word to use because it shouldn't feel like an obligation. But what I have discovered just in my own life is that when I'm not driven by fear and instead I am motivated by love, that's when everything changes. Seriously, everything changes. So instead of getting up on a stage and just being driven by, hey, I really want to nail this performance because I want to be, you know, I really want to get up on stage and be absolutely perfect and flawless. And I want everyone to clap, you know, and give me applause and say, oh, you were so great, Kerri. So that's being driven by fear. Instead of that, right, why not instead think about the fact that this is actually not really about me. It's actually about the audience and wanting to show up and give the gift of music, the gift of song as a gift, exactly that, as a present, as a gift to your audience so that they can actually open up and enjoy, you know? And so when you come at it from that point of view, it just changes everything. I know that every time I've actually performed live, you know, whenever I've been extremely nervous, and I mean like nervous in such a way that it's literally made my whole body constrict and I feel really paralyzed and my heart's just beating out of my chest and I feel like I can't really breathe properly, you know, like I'm really, really, really nervous. It's because I've been driven by fear. because I'm fearing the fact that I'm going to mess it up, and I'm fearing the fact that I'm going to make a fool out of myself in front of people. I'm fearing the fact that people are going to throw tomatoes at me. I don't know, you know. So it's all this fear, and it's all about me, you know, because I want to show up and be perfect because I'm really scared that I'm going to mess it up and then people are going to think less of me, right? But then in times of performance where I've remembered, hey, Kerri, don't be driven by fear. Instead, be motivated by love. And instead of showing up with that, you know, that really, really seriously dumb expectation to be perfect on stage, right? Instead of that, I've told myself, hey, this is such a privilege. I get to stand up on this stage and perform for this beautiful group of people who have taken their Saturday night out of their schedule or whatever to come and see me perform. You know what? I'm going to really just get up on that stage and I'm just going to give my best. And in giving my best, it doesn't just mean flawless singing, but I'm really going to sing from my heart because I want to offer the gift of music to them as a gift. I want them to be able to open up this gift, right? And it's like Christmas morning. So, and when I've approached my performance in that way, I have always, hands down, enjoyed my performance so much more. And I do believe I would have performed technically better too. Just because I don't have all of that fear driving me. And when that fear's not there, you're not as tense in your body, you know, like just physically speaking. And then you're more free and you're able to really sing better from a technical perspective anyway. But you know, more than that though, I'm able to really express myself from my heart and really think of my audience as people that I just really want to share a beautiful experience with, that I want to offer them a gift. And so you can see there exactly the same situation, but two ways of approaching it. One is being driven by fear, one is being motivated by love. And I just wonder, Songbird, what are you driven by? You know, in your singing journey, but also in your life journey. What are you driven by? Are you driven by fear? Is it all about the fact that, you know, you don't want to fall behind? You're fearful of falling behind everyone else, or you're fearful of being rejected, or you're fearful of missing out, you know? Is that what, you know, is this how you're living your life? The key signs of that is that you're always stressed out, that, you know, you're always just getting down on yourself and having negative language and negative thoughts in your head all the time, or you're comparing yourself with others and either getting jealous of others that are ahead of you, or you're actually getting, you know, quite proud of yourself that you're ahead of someone else. They're the sure signs of being motivated by fear. And if that's where you are, you know what, it's okay. I'm not here to judge you or anything. I've been there. I continue to find myself in that place too because I'm human, right? But I guess I just want to encourage you, take a couple of steps back and just reflect and think, hey, how can I change, you know, my mindset? How can I choose instead to be motivated by love? How about living life for others? You know, choosing to show up in my life, whether that's in my singing or whether that's just in everyday life, but choosing to show up because I really care about the people around me and I want to be a blessing to them. You know, I want to act in such a way that really blesses other people. And if that's your motivation, you're motivated by love, I can promise you that you will actually enjoy your life so much more. The journey becomes so much more sweeter. You end up becoming so much more grateful. And then you really are a blessing to the people around you, and you actually make your corner of the world a better place. So that's my encouragement to you today, Songbird. Let's not be driven by fear, but instead, let's be motivated by love. And I do believe that if we do that, just one person at a time, we're really going to make a huge difference and change the world. Now, wouldn't that be cool? All right, I would really love to know your thoughts. So please, if you enjoyed this video, please do like it and share it with someone that you think would be inspired by it. And also share your comments as well. I would really love to know your story. I would really love to know your thoughts. And of course, if you would like to go, you know, deeper with your voice and really take it to a whole nother level and be connected to a network of other singers all around the globe who are like-minded like you, who are also very positive and there to champion you, then please do go to my website, songbird.com, and check out my Vocal Revolution program. It's really going to bless you. All right, thank you so much for watching, Songbird. Get grounded, take flight, and sing. And remember, let's not be driven by fear, but instead be motivated by love. I'll see you next time. Bye.